Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or Xjaws, and today I've got another class setup video for you guys. I know, I already did one of these, but the reason why I'm doing another one of these is because my classes have changed, and they've changed because I've put a lot more time into the game since my last class setup video. The last one that I did was, I think, put up the day after the game came out, but I had already had the game for about a week or so I had only a day played on the game, and now I have about 3 days on the game, and thought I would do another class setup video. So my first class, as you're going to see, is the G11. So this isn't my most frequently used class. That's not, the reasoning why it's my first class. It's just I put my assault rifles first, and then I go down into my submachine guns. So it's going to be the G11, the Makarov with extended mags, which is pretty much all the way down. I use pistols with extended mags. I sometimes use the M1911, I think it is, with extended mags as well, but pistol with extended mags is the way to go for secondaries. On this class, I also have Hardline, Sleight of Hand, Ninja. That's going to be a reoccurring thing you're going to see a lot. Motion Sensor, Concussion, and Semtex. The reason why I go with Motion Sensor opposed to Claymores, which are the only two equipment that I use on this class, is because of the fact that the G11 is the most defensive role I'll ever play, I guess you could say, when I use the G11. And as you'll see again with the FAMAS with dual mags, I use the motion sensor on both of these classes. Pretty much, actually, I'll go over these classes together because they're almost identical except for the gun. All the perks and equipment and all that's the same. The reason why I go with motion sensor on these classes is because when you're playing really defensively and holding down one area, it's good to have a motion sensor to watch one area. But I also use that sometimes when rushing. I'll set a random one down, especially in free-for-all. I'll just set a random one down and then I'll run around the map and then come back, because I'll just let the motion sensor tell me that, hey, this is a guy in that area that's adjacent from me or next to me, whatever. So I like these two classes. I will briefly elaborate on the FAMAS with dual mag. The FAMAS is one of my favorite assault rifles. Not everybody's a big fan of it. A lot of people are saying that it's like the best assault rifle in the game, and I've definitely heard a lot of people tell me that it's like, not one of their favorite assault rifles. People like the AUG, people like the G11, the M16, all that good stuff. What I like is the FAMAS. I do like it, and I use dual mags on it because every other reload is going to be twice as fast, and also you're going to get twice as much ammo. So that is really, really awesome. The next class is going to be a FAMAS with a silencer class. This is the only class I use Ghost on. I will be uploading a video where I talk a little bit more in depth about Ghost very soon, or I might have already talked about it already. But I stopped using Ghost for about 2 weeks, and I just started using it again tonight. And like I said, I'm going to make a video, or maybe I already made one, depending on when you guys are seeing this video. And other than that, class is exactly the same. You don't see a lot of variety because these aren't classes specifically made to have variety. It's the best classes in the game. So my next class is the AK-47 with extended mags. At first, when I unlocked this gun, I thought it was really awesome, one of the better assault rifles or one of the best assault rifles in the game. Since then, I've thought to myself, hey, it's a good weapon, but it's not, in its own right, amazing. So I definitely do have a class made for it, but it's not, incredible. And again, same stuff here. I go with Hardline just because I like Hardline. And what you're going to notice is we're going to get onto the submachine guns right now, but I don't have a class for the Galil anymore. I just feel that it has like less mobility. I understand that it's got the same mobility as any of the other assault rifles, but it just doesn't feel very good to me. I don't know. I like it. There's a lot of weapons that I'll like for a short amount of time and then dislike, and I think the AK-47 and the Galil are both examples of those type of guns. So try them out for yourself, Galil and AK-47, and tell me what you guys think about it. So the next gun is the AK-74U with rapid fire, everybody's favorite gun to complain about. So I throw rapid fire on there because it allows you to kill people a lot faster, sort of the way stopping power would. And a lot of people complain about the recoil when you use rapid fire, so it's definitely not for everybody. This was something that was a perk that was on, or not perk, excuse me, an attachment that was also on Modern Warfare 2, but wasn't used a lot because it kind of added a lot of recoil. But these guns already have a lot of recoil, and I just think that I think it's manageable because it doesn't add as much recoil as it did in Modern Warfare 2. Again, you're going to see a lot of the same stuff. I use Lightweight Pro instead of Hardline Pro because this is a more rush heavy class, a more aggressive class, I guess you could say. The next class is going to be an AK-74U with extended mags. This is going to be a class mainly used for respawn game types. The only thing that'll change between these two AK-74U classes is going to be the attachment. Excuse me, which is extended mags in this case, because when I'm rushing I tend to run into more people and have less time to reload, hence sleight of hand. And marathon, is just to, you know, kind of get into the enemies, spawn faster. I didn't have time to get Marathon Pro, but even just using Marathon is worth it, and now I'm about to Prestige, so there won't be much of a point in going for Marathon Pro now. Other than that, pretty standard class. Last submachine gun class is going to be the MP5K with Rapid Fire. Same thing goes for this class as the last one. I really like the rapid fire attachment on my submachine guns, hence why I have two classes, or 2 out of 3 classes with submachine guns have it on. This is one of the classes I was experimenting with the M1911 pistol with extended mags. I kind of like it. I haven't decided if I like the Makarov or this one more, but I've found that the pistols are just so useless. It really doesn't matter which one you're using 99% of the time. I go games and games and games without ever, you know, killing somebody with a pistol, especially because I play Search and Destroy for the most part. Again, you're going to see a lot of the same stuff. The difference on this class opposed to the one before it and the one before that is going to be steady aim, and I like steady aim on this class because I don't like the recoil or the way that, you know, looking down the sights really behaves for me with the MP5K, and adding rapid fire to that definitely doesn't improve it. So steady aim is even more pertinent on a class like this than another MP5 class. So I like steady aim on the MP5 in general, but with rapid fire it's almost a must. And then my final class is going to be more or less a joke class, I guess you could say, but when I say joke class, I just mean it doesn't really, you know, stay up to par with the submachine guns, but it's still a really good class. The Spaz 12 with a suppressor in Modern Warfare 2 is just a terrible gun, a joke gun, and there's no reason to use it really. You would, you know, dominate with extended mags or grip on it, but, you know, you would do terrible with the silencer on it. Well, in this game, that's not the case. The suppressor actually does not change the range of the Spaz 12 at all. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself in a private match. It doesn't affect the damage either, I think. I'm not sure, because really suppressors don't actually take off damage, they only take off range. So basically, you know, if you put a suppressor on an AK-74U, it's still going to be the same amount of bullets to kill as long as you're in close range, but it'll take a lot more bullets to kill at, like, you know, 20 to 30 meters away. You know what, you understand what I mean? So that's something that I even didn't know until I guess midway into Call of Duty 4, which is quite a long time. I probably played that for a year before finding out about that, so that's a little bit embarrassing. But anyway, steady aim on this class really helps out the shotguns, so that's a really good thing to go with, and lightweight just to get around faster and get a little bit closer to my enemies before I get into those gunfights. So I like that perk on it. Rest of the stuff is standard, and guys, that's pretty much it for this class setup video. I will see you guys later, and I'm gonna go back into wager match because I need some fucking COD points.